I kind of want to talk about our country and what's with our future. And before I go ahead and jump on just that subject, I want to bring up what's going on today. The things that people might not know about today. Some people do, but not really. We're going through a practice of martial law. Just a practice. But it's still pretty serious because we have people in Texas, like a huge militia, and they're saying, no, we don't agree with you coming in here. And for those who don't understand what a martial law is where pretty much the army comes and takes everything in hands. Not the police, the army. They have full rights to kill anyone that gets in their way, sort of thing. Like, it gets pretty serious. They're allowed to bust down your doors and search stuff. For anyone that doesn't understand that. But anyways, there's a militia in Texas, and they're saying, no, we disagree. And as far as I understand, the state of Texas disagrees too, but I'm not sure if they allowed it or not. But anyways, Obama was saying that no matter what you guys say, we're still coming in. And now this can be shallow, but then again, all it takes is one ignorant individual to kill someone of the opposite, and then something major comes up. And people need to understand this is how wars can get started. This is how wars can get started easily. Anyways, if anyone's wondering why they want to practice this whole thing, there's a conspiracy to this one saying that there's like ISIS and Russian and China troops in the United States, and I can fully agree with that. That I wouldn't exactly say that's wrong. Another thing about this whole Operation Jade Helm thing is that people are saying that there's these 5 Walmarts that are closed, and it's true, there are 5 in the United States that are closed right now. Ironically, all because of plumbing issues. But and people want to know why, just as much as I do. The thing is, the doors are all covered. It's only open for pharmacy and vision. When you go inside, there's aisles just blocked as soon as you walk in there, so you can't see nothing, and it leads straight to the pharmacy, and that's it. And there's I guess they thought they were gonna try and cover it up. In the corner they had this little area where you can see straight through it. It was almost really. But it looked like a regular supermarket from that angle. Now, maybe they did that on purpose, Hey, they'll see that and they'll think the rest of the store is okay. I want to know what's going on behind the aisles there where they're really blocked, not the one where you can see. Not to mention, the security in the Walmarts that are closed are 10 times better than the security when it's open. Open might have 2 or 3 guys, but now that this one's closed, it has to have 2 patrol cars, 1 security officer, and 1 inside and 1 outside. What's up with that? Why do you need so much security for a closed Walmart? That's where things kind of get suspicious, And if you really want to get into the whole thing, it's crazy. They get into talking about tunnels under the Walmart. There's all sorts of stuff. You never know, and it's kind of when you got nothing else to believe when they're throwing that at you, you kind of tend to believe it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where anything kind of gets crazy over there. But yeah, it's a pretty good topic. Go ahead and search it up. Operation Jade Helm, great videos, has great, depth. They'll explain everything, probably better than I did. But this is social media is where we get everything. You know what I'm saying? Social media helps us. So this is how I learned half my stuff that I'm learning. But social media also has a great way of blocking us from things that the government doesn't want us to see, and that's that sort of thing that I just got done talking about. I don't know how many people actually know about this going on right now. But that's where social media is blocking us. But we all know about the whole rebel and black thing. Everyone. That's where I get to, And my opinion is, dude, if you got a flag in the back of your truck right now, honestly, you're just ignorant. It's not even that you're trying to represent your culture, Representing your culture would have been before you did it. I've never seen you hold a rebel flag until now. You're doing it because you want to be ignorant. You want to make a point. And I understand that. People can be that way. But you're taking it too far. I take it like me and my sister back when, I knew she didn't like something, so I did it. And when I did it, it'd get her mad. And back when we were 7, 8, 10, those young ages, what happens when we get mad? We slowly start to hit each other, Me and my sister get into fights all the time, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes, because we're all acting like kids at this point, In this society, we all act like kids in one place, whoever took the whole Ocala thing with the 6 miles of trucks and the rebel flags, that was obviously uncalled for, you're being ignorant. When they went through that one hood area with the neighbor, the black neighborhood, and they were throwing, the water bottles down, that's ignorant, you're stupid, and I don't blame black people for throwing the water bottles at the trucks, I would have too, that's wrong, you don't go do that. That's where things get started. And like I said earlier, all it takes is one ignorant individual. And you don't even have to be ignorant. You could be high, you could be drunk, you could be mad, you could be whatever. And something happens. And then it takes that easy, then a war can start. You know, you never know. You know, it could be gang wars, it can be, you know, like white gangs, black gangs, or the Ku Klux Klan or the Black Panthers, you know, a better example for that. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And it's like back when I lived in Orlando, Spanish and blacks, you know, they didn't like each other, and it started big fights after a while. Someone got killed, you know, and it turned ugly. It turned into bigger fights, you know, and, you know, the whole thing on. It went crazy. And that's how easily things can happen. That's what I'm trying to explain to people, you know. You understand that. Like, Missouri with the one black cop, with the one black kid and the cop, you know. How a major riots were going on. I mean, it's not the first time this has happened, but you see how fast it happens? That's all it takes is a couple times and something happens. That's what I'm saying. This is what our future is, guys. I see war. I see civil war. I see something that we need to fix, honestly. That's how I put it. Our government has a ton of FEMA camps spread all around the United States. And these camps are like prison, guys. I'm talking prisons. They have like guard towers. I want to say, I haven't seen them in a while. They got guard towers. They got 10-foot fences with barbed wire on the top. I mean, these things are prisons. And they say this is what they want to keep us in. I don't know. I mean, you kind of do your research, you kind of figure out that there's coffins. I'm talking plastic coffins. They take about 5 people each, and they're stacked 25, you know, up to 25, and they're in 10 acres. And I'm talking there are thousands, thousands, and thousands, and thousands of things. When you see them, you're like, whoa. It is crazy. It's just crazy, you know? But pretty much, I'm going to kind of end it here for the people that don't believe in Illuminati, you know? If you don't believe in the Illuminati, then this is kind of it for you, you know? Nice seeing you, that's cool. But I got something to say for the people that do believe in Illuminati. You know, we got to talk a little bit. Because, you know, we kind of say the same thing. You know. But anyways, Illuminati's everywhere. They're in our music, movies, posters, clothing. They're literally becoming everywhere. And as more popular as they're becoming, that shows how close to the end of the world we really are. Maybe not the world, but definitely the new world, you know. And, you know, that's something that's going to happen, you know. Think about it. You know, our government does all these things. 9/11, Boston bombing, the Charleston shooting. That was all done and planned by the government. I mean, seriously, you know, our phones keep us blind from the things, and then Illuminati tells us, you know, they're like, hey, this is happening. But the thing is, our government is Illuminati, you know. It comes down to weird stuff like that, you know, stuff that makes no sense. But anyways, perfect example for what I'm saying is like Lil Wayne, God Bless America. Y'all search that up. I'm sure half the people already know what it is. You know, you start from there and you'll see what I'm talking about. That kind of started me. But one more thing before I leave. I want everyone to understand the feeling. Close your eyes. Think about when you're 18, you know, you have an actual life and you're by yourself. Close your eyes real quick and think. It's a late night. You're on your TV. Your phone rings. Here comes an emergency message. You're looking at it. America is invaded right now. There's troops that, you know, American troops are trying to take their places, and the Chinese troops are just coming in. They're taking them down. They're drawing further into our lines. America is being invaded. Nukes are going to be drawing out right now. That's the whole big thing that everyone's talking about. We want your land. No, you're not having it. Things are going to get out of control. And what do you guys do? Think about the fear you're going to have. Maybe you don't feel it now, but when it happens, that fear that your country is being invaded, it's the biggest fear you could have. Because that country as you knew it is gone. Just like when someone dies, that person you knew is gone. It's a whole new system for you. Anyway, bye guys. Share this. Please. It took me forever. But trust me on my research. I've done it for 2 years. Don't believe me. Go on YouTube and go through everything. But share, like, comment, message me. Let's talk. You never know. And I'm kind of happy I made this video. And catch you guys later.